Have you ever woken up and felt like your joints were just complaining? Maybe your knees ache getting out of bed, or, your legs feel heavier than usual, perhaps even a bit swollen, even if you haven't really done anything strenuous. Simple movements, like climbing a few stairs or just standing up from a comfy chair, suddenly feel like a real effort. It's easy to just sigh and chalk it up to getting older, right? But what if your body isn't just aging? What if it's actually sending you a signal? A signal that it needs a little help? Yeah, and the truth is, by the time many of us reach our 60s, our natural production of a truly vital building block, let's call it our internal cushioning, it drops off significantly. We're talking about collagen and that drop. Well, it explains why we start hearing those creaks, feeling that stiffness, and maybe noticing those swollen legs. It's a real shift happening inside.
It is. And what's really insightful here, I think, is that while these changes are incredibly common, understanding why they happen gives us power. We can actually address them. Your body isn't fundamentally broken. Oftentimes, it's just lacking a key ingredient. Think of it like a house needing a bit of maintenance,
Yeah.
It's not falling down, it just needs the right kind of raw materials to keep its structure strong, keep things running smoothly.
Exactly. And that's precisely why we're taking this deep dive today. Our mission is to uncover nature's secret gift every day. Surprisingly delicious and incredibly affordable foods that can help your body rebuild this essential internal cushioning from the inside out. We're talking practical, easy to implement solutions, no complicated routines, no magic pills, just real food that helps you feel better, move freer, and, well, live more comfortably. Okay, let's unpack this. Our first surprising food. Well, it might not sound glamorous, but it could be absolutely revolutionary for those creaky knees. We're
Yeah.
talking beef tendons.
Yes. What's fascinating here is just how directly beneficial they are. Beef tendons are almost entirely made of type 1 collagen. That's like the strong, flexible rebar for your body's structure, your joints, your ligaments, your skin. They desperately need this for flexibility, for cushioning, and yes, even for pain relief. And unlike a lot of powders out there, tendons deliver this collagen in its natural complex form. It comes with gelatin and a whole spectrum of amino acids. These components work together, like a perfectly designed construction crew, really, making sure your body can truly absorb and use that collagen right where it's needed most.
And the science here is genuinely compelling. There was a study, it looked at seniors over 60 who ate a tendon-rich stew just 3 times a week.
Yeah.
The results were quite remarkable. Within just 1 month, okay, not years, a single month, they saw a 63% increase in joint fluid density. That means significantly better lubrication in their joints.
63%. That's huge.
Right. And they also experienced a 41% drop in knee stiffness and reported much steadier walking. When you see a statistic like that, 63% increase in joint fluid in such a short time, what does that tell you about the body's capacity for self-repair?
Well, it fundamentally challenges that idea that age-related joint issues are just inevitable or irreversible. It really does. It tells us that the body is truly just waiting for the right building blocks. When you give it these foundational components, especially in a natural bioavailable form like you get from tendons, it has this incredible ability to regenerate and restore function. It's not just about managing symptoms, it's about addressing the underlying lack, the deficiency.
So how can people get these results at home? It sounds like it's all about how you cook them, right?
Exactly. Tendons are tough at first, no doubt, but when you slow simmer them, maybe in broth for, say, 8 to 12 hours, perhaps add some garlic, ginger, maybe a splash of apple cider vinegar that helps draw out the nutrients. They become wonderfully soft, jelly-like, really easy to chew.
And you don't need a huge portion, right?
Not at all. Even a small amount stirred into a soup or added to your favorite rice bowl, that can begin making a significant difference.
Okay, so once you start providing those direct collagen sources, let's talk about empowering your body to make more of its own collagen. Here's a tiny food that packs a mighty punch in that department. Pumpkin seeds.
You're right, they don't have collagen in them, but they are absolutely packed with the exact trace minerals your body needs to synthesize collagen from scratch. And many people, especially as they get older, are unknowingly a bit deficient in these vital nutrients. Inside every handful of these little green gems, you find zinc, magnesium, and manganese. Zinc helps activate the enzymes crucial for collagen production. Magnesium works to calm inflammation and helps muscles relax. And manganese, that's essential for strengthening connective tissues and improving joint elasticity, really critical for reducing that wobbly or stiff feeling in your knees and ankles.
And the research here is quite impressive, too. A study showed older adults who ate just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds daily. They experienced a 27% improvement in joint flexibility and a 19% reduction in lower leg swelling after just 8 weeks. 8 weeks. And this was all just from food, no drugs, no supplements. Why is it that these seemingly small, humble foods can have such a profound effect?
It really speaks to the intricate biochemical processes in our bodies. These aren't just isolated nutrients, they're synergistic cofactors. They work together. The body is this complex system, right? And often, the missing piece isn't some exotic superfood, but a readily available foundational micronutrient. That missing piece allows a whole cascade of positive effects, basically enabling the body to heal itself.
So, how should you eat them for the best effect?
Well, it's best to eat them raw or dry roasted, without added oils or salt ideally. And if your digestion feels a bit sluggish, you could try soaking them overnight in water with just a pinch of sea salt.
Oh, soaking helps.
Yes, that simple step helps break down certain compounds that can block mineral absorption. Just makes it easier for your body to get all that goodness.
Makes sense. And you can add them to things easily, right?
Oh, absolutely. Add them to your morning oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or even grind them into a paste for soups or sauces. Your joints and, frankly, your overall energy will thank you.
Okay, next up, let's move on to a mighty little fish. This one delivers both collagen and anti-inflammatory power in every bite. Sardines, specifically with their skin and bones.
I know, I know.
Yeah.
For some, the idea of eating them whole might give them pause. But just consider this. Eating sardines with their skin and bones provides a direct, complete supply of type 1 collagen, natural gelatin, calcium, and phosphorus, all in one go. These nutrients work together like a specialized internal repair crew. They restore cartilage, tighten up loose ligaments, and actively reduce inflammation right at the root. It's a remarkably efficient way for your body to get these crucial structural components.
That's truly remarkable for a food we might have just overlooked. A study highlighted just how powerful this can be. Seniors over 65 who ate just 3 servings of whole sardines weekly, they experienced a 29% drop in joint pain and a 25% reduction in visible swelling, plus a measurable increase in blood collagen markers. All of this from regular canned sardines, not some expensive supplement. What does this tell us about the power of just accessible everyday nutrition?
It really underscores that optimal health isn't always about what's marketed as, cutting edge or expensive. Often the most profound benefits come from simple whole foods that our ancestors relied on. Sardines are affordable, they're shelf-stable, and they pack a nutritional punch that honestly rivals far pricier options. It challenges our modern assumption that we need complex solutions for complex problems.
So when you're buying them, what should you look for?
Look for sardines packed in water or olive oil. Definitely try to avoid soybean oil or those sugary sauces. And make absolutely sure the bones and skin are present. They're soft, completely edible, and that's where most of the collagen actually lives.
And eating them.
You can mash them into avocado toast, mix them into rice pulls with some lemon and herbs, or even blend them into a creamy spread, maybe with plain Greek yogurt and mustard if the flavor's a bit strong for you at first.
Okay. Many people report feeling less stiffness and fewer aches pretty quickly, maybe after just a couple of weeks. Now that we've covered some direct ocean sources, let's move to something warm, comforting, and truly time-tested. Bone broth.
Bone broth. It isn't just a comforting drink, it's genuinely liquid gold for your joints. Seriously. When bones are simmered slowly, usually over, say, 12 to 24 hours, they release this powerful combination. You get gelatin, both type 1 and type 2 collagen, plus amino acids like glycine, proline, and vital joint-healing minerals. These nutrients go straight to work, supporting your joints, soothing inflammation, and actively rebuilding the very structure that keeps your legs strong and mobile. It's really a foundational food for connective tissue health overall.
And the proof is right there in the science. A study followed seniors who drank just 1 cup of homemade bone broth daily for 12 weeks. By the end, participants had a remarkable 44% reduction in joint swelling. 44%, and a 38% improvement in mobility. Even more significantly, ultrasound imaging showed increased cartilage thickness in their knees. What's particularly striking about seeing actual physical healing on scans from something as simple as bone broth?
It speaks volumes. It really does. It highlights the body's capacity for regeneration when it's given the correct raw materials. Many people associate cartilage loss with irreversible decline, right? But this kind of research shows that with consistent nutrient-dense input, the body can rebuild and repair. It shifts the paradigm from just managing symptoms to actually supporting true structural restoration.
Making it at home, it seems simpler than people might think.
It can be. Use bones rich in connective tissue. Think chicken backs, turkey necks, beef knuckles. Simmer them gently with maybe some onion, garlic, herbs, and that splash of apple cider vinegar. Remember, the vinegar helps pull those essential minerals out of the bone and into the broth.
And if making it isn't an option,
Then look for high-quality refrigerated or frozen bone broths. Just check the labels for additives. You can sip it plain like tea, or use it as a base for nourishing soups, stews, or even for cooking your rice or vegetables in.
feeling the warmth already. Okay, let's move on to something that might look a bit odd to some, but apparently works incredibly fast to restore what age has worn away. Gelatin.
Right. What's crucial to understand about gelatin is that it's essentially collagen that's already been cooked and broken down, pre-digested almost. This makes it one of the most direct and absorbable forms of collagen you can give your body. When you consume it, your body doesn't have to work very hard to process it into something usable. It's basically ready to go right where your joints need it most. Whether that's for tired, inflamed joints or helping with swollen legs and ankles, it's very direct.
And the results sound genuinely impressive. In one study, older adults with mild to moderate joint pain took gelatin daily for 6 weeks. They saw a 37% improvement in joint mobility and a 27% drop in inflammation in their knees and ankles. Even more striking, MRI scans showed early signs of cartilage thickening. That's something you rarely see without more invasive treatments. The speed and the MRI evidence are particularly compelling here. What's behind such a rapid and visible impact?
It really comes down to direct bioavailability. Because gelatin is already a broken down form of collagen, your digestive system can absorb those crucial amino acids and peptides incredibly efficiently. They get delivered rapidly to where they're needed for repair and reconstruction. Essentially, you're fueling the body's natural healing processes without much extra effort required from the body itself.
So, how should people use it for best results?
Choose unflavored, grass-fed gelatin powder if you can. You can just mix a small spoonful into warm water, your herbal tea, or even stir it into your bone broth until it dissolves fully. Or you could get creative. Make your own collagen-rich gummies using fruit juice and maybe a bit of honey.
Gummies, that sounds fun.
Yeah. They're easy to chew, gentle on digestion, and very kind to your joints. The key here, like with many of these solutions, is consistency. A small daily dose can truly go a long way, especially for those mornings when you wake up with stiff knees.
Okay, next. Let's talk about something that's been unfairly thrown away for years, but might hold the exact kind of collagen your knees are begging for. Chicken skin.
Oh yes. For decades, we were told to discard chicken skin, right? Labeling it unhealthy, too fatty. But modern science is truly challenging that old advice. Chicken skin, especially when cooked correctly, is actually a rich, natural source of type 1 collagen. This is the very same collagen that cushions your joints, supports your ligaments, keeps connective tissue firm and flexible. When you choose to eat it, you're directly providing your body with the raw materials it needs to rebuild the linings around your knees and ankles that can wear thin with age. It's a powerful example of how our understanding of nutrition is evolving.
That really is a significant shift in perspective, isn't it? There was a clinical study. It followed adults over 55 who regularly consumed collagen from poultry, including chicken skin. After just 12 weeks, participants experienced a 40% improvement in joint comfort and a 33% reduction in stiffness. They also reported easier walking, bending, even standing for longer periods with less pain. How much of this is just the collagen versus other beneficial things in the skin?
Well, collagen is definitely the star. But chicken skin also contains healthy fats. And those fats are crucial for nutrient absorption and overall cellular health. It's the synergy, really. These fats help the body utilize the collagen effectively, and they also contribute to a feeling of satiety. It makes it a truly satisfying and nourishing food that aligns with the body's natural needs.
Okay, but there's a catch, right? How you cook it matters.
Absolutely. Skip the deep fryer. Instead, try baking, roasting, or gently simmering it, maybe in broth. This helps preserve the collagen content without introducing those harmful fats that can actually trigger inflammation. Bone-in, skin-on cuts like chicken thighs, wings, or drumsticks are your best friend here.
And you can just shred the meat and skin into soups.
Exactly. Shred them into soups or stews, or just eat them warm straight off the bone with some herbs, maybe a drizzle of olive oil. You get flavor, comfort, and vital collagen in every bite.
All right, let's head back to the sea again. Another collagen-packed catch, but this time with a secret hidden in the bones. Canned salmon with bones.
Yes, this is a point where so many people make a common mistake. They open a can of salmon and carefully push those soft little bones aside. If you do that, you're missing out on one of the best natural collagen sources you'll ever find. Those bones, especially in wild-caught canned salmon, are packed with collagen, gelatin, calcium, and phosphorus. All working together, they help rebuild cartilage, strengthen connective tissue, reduce inflammation, and because they've been softened through the canning process, they're completely edible. Mild in texture, surprisingly rich in healing nutrients.
It's incredible how many powerful nutrients we just discard without thinking. A study showed seniors eating just 3 servings of bone-in canned salmon per week. They saw a 32% improvement in knee flexibility and a 21% drop in inflammation markers. Many also reported feeling more stable when walking and having less discomfort climbing stairs, especially those who'd been struggling with long-term stiffness. How does this compare, accessibility-wise, affordability-wise, to other collagen sources?
Oh, it's exceptionally high on both counts. Canned salmon, particularly the bone-in kind, is very affordable and has a long shelf life. That makes it a staple you can always have on hand. Unlike fresh fish, which can be pricier and has a shorter window, canned salmon offers consistent, convenient access to this powerhouse of joint-supporting nutrients. It's a truly democratic superfood, you could say.
So, the practical application here is really simple. Don't throw those bones out.
Exactly. Mash them right into the salmon mix. You can combine it with avocado for a creamy toast topping, fold it into a warm grain bowl, stir it into a salad with lemon and olive oil. You're not just eating fish, you're absorbing a full spectrum of joint-repairing nutrients in a way your body immediately understands. A few servings a week can truly help your joints feel less fragile and more fluid.
Okay, and if you're looking for a tiny upgrade, something to make those nutrients work even harder, the next ingredient has been hiding in plain sight on your breakfast plate for years: egg yolks.
Yes. What's often overlooked is that while egg yolks don't contain collagen directly, they're absolutely packed with vital nutrients like biotin, sulfur, and vitamin D. These are all essential for your body to make collagen naturally and efficiently. And one of those critical yet frequently deficient nutrients here is sulfur. Without enough sulfur, your body truly struggles to form the strong, resilient amino acid chains that actually become collagen. This means even if you're eating other well-balanced foods, your body might still struggle to repair the soft tissues in your knees and hips, leading to stiffness and swelling. It's a
Yeah.
key component.
It really makes so much sense when you put it like that. A study looked at adults with mild joint stiffness who added whole eggs yolks included, crucially, to their breakfast 5 days a week. After just 10 weeks, participants reported a 22% drop in joint discomfort, particularly in their knees and lower back. Their blood work also showed improved collagen production and reduced inflammation. Now, many people have been taught to fear egg yolks because of cholesterol. What does modern science tell us about that now?
That's a great question, and it's a perfect example of how nutritional understanding evolves. For most healthy seniors, modern research consistently shows that whole eggs don't raise cholesterol to dangerous levels. In fact, they can even boost your HDL, which is the good kind of cholesterol. The dietary cholesterol in egg yolks has a much less significant impact on blood cholesterol than, say, saturated or trans fats do. So if you've been separating your eggs or skipping the yolk, it's really time to welcome that golden center back for its powerful benefits.
And the key is how you cook them.
Exactly. Soft-cooked yolks like poached, soft-boiled, or maybe gently fried in olive oil best preserve those fragile nutrients. Try to avoid scrambling them until they're dry, or, more importantly, just skipping the yolk altogether. That golden center is where the healing power truly lives.
So, if you've been avoiding yolks, this small change could genuinely help your joints feel less stiff and more supported, starting from the inside out. So what does all this mean for you listening? If your knees have been slowing you down, if your ankles tend to swell by evening, or you've started hesitating before standing up, these insights aren't just fascinating facts. They illuminate practical, food-based pathways to truly support your body's innate capacity for self-repair and strength.
It really reinforces the simplicity, doesn't it? You don't necessarily need expensive pills, complicated powders, or overwhelming routines. These are nourishing foods, foods that have been around for generations, foods your body remembers how to use. They are efficient, effective, and, importantly, readily available.
Absolutely. Every small change you make, whether it's adding that spoonful of gelatin to your tea, enjoying chicken with the skin on, or finally giving those little sardine bones a chance, it can help you walk a little smoother, stand a little stronger, and just move through life with a little more comfort and confidence. Because aging isn't about giving up, is it? It's about getting smart, choosing what works, and giving your legs and joints the nurturing care they deserve after all they've done for you over the years.
And this really raises an important question for you to consider as we wrap up.
Hmm.
What other old wives' tales or previously discarded foods might hold surprising benefits for our health that modern science is only just now rediscovering? Think about the wisdom your grandparents might have had in their kitchens. There might be more there than we realize.